We've waited 30 plus years for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, and is it worth watching? Is it worth the wait? Let's find out. So, we've got the whole gang back together, most of the gang. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, plus some new people in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, plus some new writers for a whole new story that isn't actually that much of a whole new story if you've ever seen a legacy sequel. Yes, they went the legacy sequel route here with, let's have the original characters, and now it's their kid. Jenna Ortega plays her kid, Astrid, Lydia Dietz's kid, and let's just say it feels like her character was written by two middle-aged dudes that were thinking about what a teenage girl might act like, because she is about as unlikable a character as I've seen in a movie this year. She's just mean, she's hateful, it's just all of this stuff. She's just so mean to her mom in this movie, and it's like jarring that this performance would come out of Jenna Ortega, who is such a likable actress, a likable performer, and this character is so unlikable, it's outrageous. So the movie, it does follow that legacy sequel plot line, but it also has all of these other new characters coming in. You've got Wolf Jackson, played by Willem Dafoe, who's like a spirit world cop / actor. You've got Dolores, played by Monica Bellucci, who is a cool character, a nice villain to the story, but is completely wasted in this movie. Is just sort of there as like, here's something that moves the plot along. Not really a character that you can sort of feel for or hate or whatever. She's just kind of there. And there's a lot of potential with her character because she's so scary. She's put together, she's stapled together body parts and stuff like that. And she sucks the souls out of people. So you think, okay, you die in the real world, you go to the spirit world, and you live there forever. She can suck your soul out of your spirit body or whatever it is, and then you shrivel up and you're just this skin casing. That is what her character does. It's terrifying, it's horrifying, but she's just kind of there. She's Beetlejuice's former wife in his real life, and she's coming after him in this movie. And then, of course, there's Catherine O'Hara, Delia Dietz, who is searching for her husband who has passed away. We're not going to mention the actor from the original Beetlejuice because he's kind of a trash bag human being, but safe to say, he still got his check because they used his likeness in this movie. That isn't a huge issue, but it's kind of a stupid thing. Just like, you could have had this joke about, oh, he died in a plane crash, because they do have that joke, but then it goes even further, and it's kind of funny in that way, but then you see as this stupid actor's face, and it's like, okay, come on, guys. Let's not give money to the bad people here. But all of that aside, all of those issues, because Beetlejuice is a mess at points. There's too much going on, there's too many plot lines that are all going on, and there are some of the characters that are quite unlikable. But when Michael Keaton or Catherine O'Hara, or even Justin Theroux, because he is excellent in his role as just this horrible person that is comically horrible. Not just like a horrible person, a mean-spirited person like Astrid's character. He is comically horrible. Beetlejuice, same way. Beetlejuice, whenever Michael Keaton's on screen, it's electrifying. It's so much fun. Catherine O'Hara, her comic timing, her everything in this film is pitch perfect to what it needs to be. And then, of course, there's stuff like the set design. The sets in the spirit world, you get way more imagination this time around, way more money pumped in than the original Beetlejuice. And they look stunning. They look amazing. The characters, the costumes, the whole art department for this film should be celebrated because they did an excellent job. The effects here are great as well. There's a lot of practical effects. There's some CG. You can't really see the seams, which is nice, but there's a lot of practical stuff too. And it's just Tim Burton's sort of aesthetic, his magic of movie making that he puts in. And you get a lot of that in this film. So if you do love the look and the feel of the original Beetlejuice, that is carried over into this film. And that is the best part about this movie, besides, of course, Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara's performances. Winona Ryder, she's good. She's not amazing. She's not given a whole lot of, like, great material to work with, unlike in the first film where she was given a lot of good material. And she's just kind of more of an exposition machine here, and it's kind of frustrating because she's such a great actress and Lydia Dietz is such a great character, but she's more just kind of viewing everything and reacting to things that are going on around her instead of being, like, you know, the main character of the film. There's another plot line with Astrid that is sort of inventive, sort of fun, allows for a character that's really easy to hate at a certain point, and does get their just desserts at the hands of Beetlejuice in a great way. But even though I wasn't a big fan of Astrid, she does get a little bit redeemed as the film goes on, especially at the end. She becomes a little less mean, a little less cynical, a little less, you know, Wednesday Addams, which makes sense because the two writers are the writers from the Wednesday show on Netflix, so maybe that's what they were going for here. But it's just, through the whole thing, Beetlejuice, pardon me, is a bit of a mess. There's way too much going on, but it's still a whole hell of a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun, and you will enjoy this movie if you go see it in theaters on September 6th. It is Tim Burton magic. It's not his best movie. It's not anyone's best movie in this film, but the good parts are really fun. The ending is fun. They figured out a way to sort of copy the ending of Beetlejuice without overtly copying it and adding a little bit, but there are characters in this that don't get as much shine, particularly Dolores, who I felt like could have done a lot more and could have been the actual villain of this film instead of just this thing that kind of goes through sucking people's souls out. The music, also great. Tim Burton always picks great music for his films, but Beetlejuice, if I had to give it a score, I haven't given a movie a score in quite a long time here on the channel, but if I have to give it a score, I would give it a 78 out of 100. It is watchable, it is fun at points, but like I said, it's a big mess at others. Check out Beetlejuice in theaters, and if you like this review and you want to see more, because who doesn't want to see more movie reviews, you can check out this playlist right here. It's got all of my movie reviews that I've done on YouTube from 2020 until now.